Okay, so somebody brought me an 850 85 horse, and I cleaned the carbs. I didn't show all that because we've done that before, but yeah, I don't know. I need to check all the wiring. So this part of this solenoid, it needs to go to ground, and so they had a bad connection on that, and I think I want to take it off because I'm going to just maybe clean that up some. Yeah, anyway, it's kind of dirty down there. I've got some little picks. Alright, I'm just kind of cleaning this up as I go, because when I got it, this is not hooked up to the battery, so don't worry, folks. Alright, so that's just all some old, probably liquid masking tape. Masking tape. Electrical tape. Liquid electrical tape. So anyway, that's all fine. But this end of it, where it was connected to the ground, is bad. And they had the ground going, over here. So it kind of needs to go back here. These two lines are what's going over to your rectifier. I mean your I can't talk. I can't even think. It's like a regulator, but it's a just diode. I don't like this. Red's going right up against this. So this has got to be changed, and we're going to move this to the outside, not up against there. This would be like kind of a contact point. So we're going to fix that. So I got a 3/8 down here somewhere. We don't even have to take it all the way off. We're just going to need to turn it. And then this is tack, but tack is typically come from, one of the lines on a harness. And of course what they did was they didn't have an old school harness. They bought more of an 80's harness and just laid it down in there, because this really actually calls for the ones that it's like you plug into the side of the motor, right? So somebody's already adapted this to have trim, so they got a trim switch here, but of course they've taken the trim is completely out of the boat. So the pump, and we got hydraulic lines, but we don't have, see, like down here, you guys, there's hydraulic lines coming in, right? It's going over this side, and that's correct, but he doesn't have a pump, so he needs a pump. And he never did answer me that. I asked him about it and never answered. And then he wanted to know about his boat. Anyway, so this is a new style connector. So it looks like we've got what he's going to consider, like he, instead of a, correct there, which would be yellow to red, going to yellow to red here. And I kind of like, this is probably okay, but then I don't know, I want to see what's under here. What's under door number 1, because it's got to leave here, and we don't want something like jumping off, which it doesn't look like it will, but let's get it off. All this old electrical tape is done anyway. Looks like they had this one going up to the choke, so I'm gonna trace back my hot. Yeah, that's kind of what I suspected. It's just, they did this, so that really needs to be redone. And I'm gonna see if I have yellow to red is what that would be. See, because they have this one, right? And this is another one that looks feels even very thin up there. And what have they done here? You know what I mean? So this is going to our choke. And then this other one that they've got should be going to that lug. So, and then this ground, I can run a piece of shrink wrap over this end is fine, but I have to put a new connector on this end. So I already got my things out here, so you know. So go get a piece of shrink wrap, go ahead and fix that, so I don't have to remake that. And then we got our starter out, of course. There's a little bit of work here, to be honest. Now, this should be white, but it's a new, what did I say, like a new, we need to just put our meter on that, because they've got, it's orange, and I have to look at the diagram to know if that's correct or not. They got some wires here that are disconnected. One of them is gray. That's going to be our tack. So we need to add on a tack. Which gray? Probably have to chase the line. So on the tack, the signal line, we can put a meter on it. And then we can run back here and we can find out which one is what here. And I think that's all we got to fix. So this is kind of the main one. Let's see if I've got a this to this, or I'll solder it and repair it. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make this, you know, yellow red to yellow red. That way the next guy doesn't have to figure it out too much. And then also, what they have another piece down here, and I don't know why they didn't so they had that down there, which is not even used. So now what we're going to do is put this back on. Well, maybe. A lot of times these magnets help. And then when I get it to the bottom, it's snug. That's it. That's all we need. Now, I need to see if I have any yellow red. Got some yellow red in there. Really go to about right here. And we're just gonna kill that. And make them like that first. Alright, there's that. Then we're just gonna wrap them around each other. And we'll get out our soldering iron. Alright, got some solder, got a iron, got to pull over some. Alright, sorry, it just takes time to get all this stuff together. I got some shrink wrap that should work. I still need my heat shrink gun. So I need to pull off a little bit of solder. Let this guy heat up. I like putting a little solder on there. Kind of gets it going. I don't need any flux for this. Oh yeah, that looks good. Welded that together. I got a couple little pieces. I don't know if this was, I don't have any more of this size. I should be able to just put this through here, and yeah, that'll be fine. Now it's the correct color, at least. Alright, and this should be fine. I'll let that cool for a second. If I need another piece on the outside, I can. I don't think I will. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll just need to put, you know, a connector on this end. So let me see what connectors I got. Alright, this is what I got. I got some Dormans. That'll work. I don't like the ends that great, but we'll solder it. And I'm taking a little, and then I'm going to go ahead and do like this. And then I'm going to put a piece of shrink wrap there. I don't think I have any that'll fit over that. Yeah, I ran out. I needed the next size, but this will work just fine. But what we'll do is, like, on the back side of it, I'll add a piece or shrink tubing that's smaller that fits the wire for this to shrink around. You'll see what I mean. I'll just put this on first, send it up the line, and I'll put this on. Same thing, send it up the line, put our connector on, crimp it, alright, so I crimp it, but I don't have the wire all the way to the eye. If you do, just kind of bend it, and then I'm going to hit it with the soldering iron and the solder. Dang, I just can't hardly see anymore. I got a bunch of solder on there. On my tip. I guess for me it's just a couple extra steps and then I know it's right. Alright, well, I'm going to get this back over here. Put it back together. And this is for our solenoid. Man, I'm like trying to be like thinking 3 steps ahead, but I'm like, yeah, you got to do this in order to do that. So we need to repair this. This needs to get taped up, I feel like. Was it? I've been working on the railroad. And this used to be, somebody took this, he used it, it was off a coil, so it's not even the right color, but we're gonna go with it. And then so now that we got that connected, I got my meter, and I've got one side of the meter connected to our positive terminal of the battery, and then we should have, yeah, we got continuity there, but no continuity there. That's good. That won't happen until the key is on, and then we don't have anything there. That's good. So now what I can do is get another little jumper wire, and we're going to turn the ignition switch and see if we have continuity down this line. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fix our ground wire. So this needs to go to a ground. You know, it could almost reach to there, but it's not really. Probably was there at one time. They had it going over here, which is fine, and we can even cut a little length off, and I can put it, I'm gonna see what connectors I have, and I'll get that one. And then I haven't done the outside yet, which is on the starter, so hang on. Alright, I figured out I had a connector. I just got it trimmed and put a little bit of shrink wrap. Yeah, see, that's almost not big enough. Alright, I've got one little bit there. Is that the same? Yeah, I'm just out of stuff. Got a piece that's just kind of random. Yeah. Alright. And then we're going to take a little bit of this. Send that up the line. Alright, and then we're going to take this. Alright. Plug in my... Yeah, I wasn't quite ready. Okay, I had one. I had one that size. So we got ground. Alright. Alright. It's about to be fixed. And we can move on. So you just kind of want it to hang out that direction, so you got enough room for your cowling. And I just usually go, you know, wrist tight, because you can strip this out. So that's pretty tight. And then this is grounded. This is gonna ground up to here. To me, I wish I had, like, I would put this ground like up here. We still may. So we shouldn't have, that should not be hot. So we have something going. Let me see what's going on with the ignition switch. Could be an ignition switch is on. Let's just see what we got. Alright, well, that's what's going on. We got some kind of problem back here. And they got this apparatus on there. That's not good. We'll have to see what they have, and I'll get out my little tester deal and see if I can't figure this one out. I'll be back. Street. So I had to get out a wiring diagram because they tried to do a mod. They took like an 80s style connector and tried to connect it to their engine, and that's why their key is all kinds of wonky. So I think we'll just pull this all apart. And unfortunately I just did this. I hate to, you know, I could take it off there, I guess. Do that. And make sure this is right, because it ain't right. I got this. So is this even a good end, you know? I'll probably repair it. Alright. So in my book it says black is going to ground. Black, yellow is neutral safety switch. Black, yellow. Okay. So which one of these is going to be ground? I think that's what we're going to figure out first. Off of here. So, I got my meter. We can modify this. We can make it work. They just didn't do it right. Alright, so I'm just looking for ground on this. So we got a ground from here to the solenoid, but then we need to go ground back to one of these leads. See, that's black and yellow. Yikes. Okay, so now I need a diagram of the other end of this. Okay, here we go, maybe. How many do we have? We have a 12-pin connector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8-pin connector. So that's for V6. Yeah, here we go. So what is our code? Okay, 1 black. It should be a black, yellow, and a black. Gray, red, red, yellow, yellow, black. So I think they got So if this is the right connectors, hang with me, trying to figure this out in my head. So one is going to be there, and we're looking for 4 actually. 4, and then red is 8. Okay, so we're needing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be black or neutral. All right, so we know that's number 4. So then come over to here, and so if it's like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know. Yeah, it's not this one. Okay, so now I need to have the lead. Okay. So again, it's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that means it's going to go at 1, 2, 3, 4. So that 4 may have to try to chase down. Alright, I'm going to have to trim some of these up. There's that one. I don't think we use this one, but Alright, so if we're going on there again like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 4. And then I don't have it there. Alright, there's our ground. Okay, so that's got to go to ground. Is that right? Very strange. It's not even black at all. Okay, so now if that's ground, 1, 2, 3, 4, then if we do like a little jumper, and then we take this to ground, okay, because it's getting its ground from here. So then if this would be number 4, so if I put that in there like that, then I go up in the boat, I should have ground. Because that's going to ground. Okay, we got ground. Now we still got ground. So now we got this going up. Should be to our black up there. I want to see if I got ground in by the key switch. Alright, I've confirmed that I have ground all the way up there now. I know I didn't show that, but I did. So I've just got a jumper wire from here to ground just to have a good ground, and then I need to find like our hot. So I got this other side of this meter hooked up to hot, and I'll find my hot line, make sure that's right. Alright, so this red should be hot, and it's not. Here's this. That's hot. So this hot has to go to our hot side of our switch box. And then no matter what, the key on, that'll be hot. So let me get what I'm gonna look for. It's the hot side of our switch box. Alright. So now that we got hot, it should be coming down here, somewhat wire. Yeah. So this is the problem. I don't know, what they've done or not done. This is the bigger question, because we don't have hot here yet. We have it here because we're connected to the battery, but we don't have it here. Alright, well, I think we're going to have to unravel the mystery. Okay, so what I think is happening is this actually should go to here, and that makes that hot. Yeah, so this was wrong. I don't know, I could probably just, and that would be like that, but it's gonna go to here, so we need to repair this. Yeah. Alright, now what do I do with it? About half of that. So they almost had it right. No. Alright, I could do a whole new thing, but it's right here. I'm gonna just get it done and move on from there. So now I'll solder this. Probably can't see it. Can't see it anymore. Well, this old Mercury wire, it don't like it. It's gotta get hot. Now that'll work. That's fine. That's fine.